Today, we start the Weather News Happens or Not show.
Let's do a thing.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to this show we're doing.
WNHON Show!
Yeah, the WNHON Show.
First episode!
Yeah, this is a new thing that we're trying out. We've kind of always wanted to do this since we were like, I think it was like 14. Yeah, when we were like 14 starting out doing YouTube videos. And we just kind of wanted to do something like this because everybody nowadays is doing these podcast type things and these like shows, and we thought, why not try it and give it a shot?
Because you got Good Mythical Morning, you got the Rex and Around show, just different stuff like that we thought it would be interesting. We had friends that said, y'all should do like a podcast because y'all guys are funny.
Yeah.
Well, here we are.
We're here. We're doing it now. We're doing the show now. I would like to mention also that this is the visual version. It'll also be a audio version.
So for you audio hearers, hi.
If you're on the commute and you want to listen to Weather News Happens or Not, then there you go. Well, it'll be in the description. You can click that, and it'll take you to the website.
I got a bug
with
bite.
the with the podcast and all the episodes on that, and it'll also be on Spotify and iTunes by the time this video goes out, I guess. And so make sure you go listen to those because that would be very much appreciated.
Indeed.
So today, we're going to talk about a lot of things. We're going to talk about this setup. We're going to talk about why do we have these Red Hood and Joker nameplates. And we're also going to talk about our videos.
What our videos and what the show is.
Yeah, pretty much.
Why this show.
Basically.
What we're doing.
Why does it exist?
Why does this exist? Why do we exist? Why do you exist?
I don't think that's how that works.
Why does this hat exist? Why do these shirts exist?
With the names on the back. I was going to turn around, but I'm
Why
not
do these
now.
cups exist?
Why does everything exist? Basically, the setup, as you can tell. We got some posters. We got the sign for Weather News Happens or Not show.
I made this yesterday.
Yeah, he made the sign.
Yes. No, I made this 2 days ago.
Yeah, you had to change that because you misspelled it.
Yes,
he wrote down when he first did the sign. He wrote down WNHON and then put show with the SHOH.
I had SHOH because my brain malfunctioned and I thought I was doing this again.
Mm-hmm.
As I was spelling show.
Yeah.
So there's that. So as we're already talking about this, let's talk about the setup.
Yeah.
So of course, with every good podcast, every good show, you have to have your set. This is ours. And of course, over time, this is going to evolve. Probably instead of a sheet, we can get like panels to where it's like an actual hard background. But that's money.
Yeah, that's money.
So you got the sign. Right now, let's talk with the sign. You got the WNHON Show. That is what it is. It's the WNHON Show.
Yeah.
Whether news happens or not. I stuck with the colors white and purple because of our intro for next year, and for some of our videos, it's purple.
Yeah.
That's our color. So you got purple. And then you got just a plain black thing. Of course, you got us two, Dawson and Trace.
Yeah. And you have also the posters, if you can see them. We got Revenge, which is a film that we did back in 2018. It's a Western film.
PG-13.
Yeah, all of them are PG-13.
Got all the names on it.
Yep, it's got me, Dawson, Mason, Julie, and Maddie. And then you got over here, you got Come Home, which is a film that we did this summer, probably about a month ago. And it's about Vietnam.
Vietnam!
Yeah. And it's got Dawson, me, Hope, and Caitlin in it. And then right behind Dawson, this one was, you can move the other way. Yeah, there we go. And we've got the Ghost poster, which was made a long time ago. We've made this film back in the beginning of 2018.
Yeah, Alex, Josh, Trace, and me.
Yep, and that was, feels like ages ago, but we did that video. And also, speaking of Black Panther, R.I.P. Chadwick Boseman. That video is dedicated to you. So it's a very great film. You should check all these videos out.
Go watch them.
Yeah, go watch them.
Or I'm gonna come out and go to your house.
Yeah.
And I will make you watch it, and I will scream at you and yell at you until you watch it. And I will be in your nightmares. So go watch those videos.
Okay.
And go like and comment.
I think we understand the point. Yeah. But like we said, we're going to add on to this. Especially, we don't want to give a lot away because we kind of know what we want to do with it. But we hope that this evolves and grows. And
you got different posters over different stuff. So
yeah. So
whenever we get more posters. Because these are the only 3 we got right now.
Yeah, it's the only ones we have at the very moment. But we're figuring stuff out. I mean, this is the very first episode. I mean, who knows? We don't know how long this will last. Hopefully a long time. But we'll see how well it goes this time.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, that's pretty much the setup.
Well, and you got this part too.
And we got the
table
tables
with our mugs, our iconic mugs.
Yeah.
The WNHON.
That we made like 2 years ago.
Yeah. They're mugs, so it can be anything. Right now, it's water.
Yeah.
Or it's vodka. Either one.
Well, I don't think it's either one of those, or it's not the other one.
Or coffee. I'm actually thinking about bringing coffee one day, so whenever we film, when it's early, I can wake up.
Yeah. Pretty much.
And then you got Red Hood and Joker side. And that's our next segment.
Yeah, we're going to talk about
why Red Hood and why Joker.
Yeah, why do we have those distinguished characters? As you know, a lot of people don't know. We have played over 100-something people on this channel, and so the why would we pick Red Hood and why would we pick Joker for these? They're gonna change every season most likely, or the actual fall season or whatever, like seasons like that, or the seasons of the show. But yeah, we're gonna answer the question: why did we pick Red Hood and Joker? Dawson, would you like to answer that?
Sure. So Red Hood and Joker has always been a iconic duo for us two, especially since one of the first kind of movies that we wanted to do was a Red Hood movie where I played Red Hood and Traces played Joker. And here's an old picture of that original thing of us.
It was back in 2015. We were just starting high school, and we did not know what we were doing. Not saying that we still don't know what we're doing now, but back then we were trying. We were trying our best.
But so those characters have always kind of sticked with us. So Red Hood has also been kind of an iconic character for whether news happens or not. It's like if we don't have an idea, Red Hood video.
Yeah.
And it's like boom. And then you got the big video, Red Hood and Joker, that we did called Red Hood Horrors of the Past.
Yeah.
And it's always just kind of stick with us. Red Hood is one of my favorite characters. I love him. I have made so many different costumes of Red Hood, and I finally got one that I'm settled on, but I'm actually going to at some point buy some more things to make my character the way I actually want it to look like. Because right now I have it to where I like it, but there is some things that I want to add on to it that I like specifically want it to happen. So in that case, there's my sign. You got my Red Hood fig. My sign with the Red Hood thing. Red Hood. Now Joker.
Yeah. Mine's the Joker. Dawson made these, so I didn't pick, but it's fine because it's the Red Hood and Joker combination, like you said.
Yeah, you don't get to pick.
I don't get to pick. But Joker, I've played Joker for a really long time, and I've always liked the Joker. I remember the reason why I got to play Joker was we were at the Cherokee Aquatic Center back in like 2015. It was before we did the Red Hood trailer, and I did an impression of the Joker, and Dawson was like, "You're the Joker now?" And I was like, "Okay." So I've been playing the Joker for a long time. I like the Joker. He's probably one of my favorite villains ever, period. And so there's a little figurine of Joker right down there. And
a little Funko Pop.
Yeah, and then on the back of mine, it says Joker.
Yeah.
If you can see it.
You have iconic colors of green and purple on his, then you got red and black on mine. And stuff like that. So, I mean,
And that is why we picked those, because
And
why
like
not?
Trace has said before, it's of course over different seasons, the signs and the figs or props will change for whoever we choose.
Yeah.
So, and that's basically kind of the setup of why this is the setup, and with the setup is basically why we said why Red Hood and Joker.
Yeah, why we picked them.
I mean, fun fact, I made this figurine. That was a Batman Beyond figurine that I was like, because I could find some, but I just never bought one. But I've always wanted a Red Hood prop, so I cut the ears off and painted it a complete base color, and then put the jacket on it, colored the helmet and the torso, and redid the belt, and then I put knee pads and silver stuff like that. So I made that, and because I make custom kind of stuff like that, Trace knows that.
Yeah.
So there's that, and then my Joker Funko Pop that I have that, for the life of me, I've been trying to find a Red Hood one. If y'all ever find a Red Hood Funko Pop or you know of one, please send me the link and I will get it. I want it.
Yeah.
But, and of course, different episodes, we might have, like, either more little things like Red Hood or Joker, more things, to little props or whatnot.
Yeah.
And whenever, because we have different episodes that we have planned out over there.
Yeah.
So we'll talk about that here in a minute.
Yeah.
But one specific video I'll tell right now is we're going to be, one episode is going to be us talking about specifically our, like, Red Hood universe and more Red Hood videos to come. And maybe in that episode I'll have the Red Hood helmet right here or something like that. And maybe, like, the Joker card or whatnot, you know.
Yeah, to
stuff
go
like
in
that.
depth.
Yeah. So.
But now we're going to talk about our videos. And when do we not talk about our videos all the time? Because who doesn't? We do. But
so far away.
As some of you may know, our last video was the Green Ranger versus Reptile. And we did that video, and y'all should check that one out. It's pretty cool. It was probably the least amount of time it took for us to make, or the video to make, if I'm going to be completely honest.
Yeah.
It was the first time in 2 years that we hadn't made a versus video, because the last one that we made before that was the Harry Potter, Draco Malfoy, Ron Weasley versus Thor and Loki video, and that was 2 years before we did the Green Ranger and Reptile. And it was also the debut of Tommy Oliver, which was crazy because we've been wanting to do Tommy as the Green Ranger or the White Ranger in a video for the longest time. We've had the White Ranger and the Green Ranger in videos before, but it wasn't Tommy. It was somebody else.
It was like our own made up.
It was our own original White Ranger and Green Ranger.
While we're still on the topic of talking about whether news happens, not videos, short films. We're still doing those.
Yes.
So
maybe not as much as we used to in high school, but we're still doing our best because we're adults now.
Yeah. And people have things like right now we have a casting of like a couple people, like you got this person, and 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 whoever else that Trace can think of, because I don't. Yeah. And then you got this person.
Yeah.
And then you got this person.
Yeah, the two main guys.
So, so short films are still going to be a thing. We're still coming up with ideas.
We do have like a 200, or not 200, I don't know why I said 200, 20 plus page like document of every film that I have, like that I've written down on my phone and that we've thought of. It's pretty long, so I don't know. We've just have a lot. We've had a lot since we've started. Probably since like 2016, we've had like so many ideas, and there are still ideas on the list that are like 4 years old, and we still haven't done them yet.
Yep.
So
like River Flow.
Well, that one's like 2 years old. That one's old, but it's not like
we
very
still want
old.
to do it though.
Well, the one that I'm thinking of off the top of my head is the Ghostbusters one. That's the first one on the list, and that was like 2016. Yeah, and that one, that's what I mean by old. Like, for example, we did the Mummy trailer, and that video we waited a whole year to even film that video because he wrote it in 2016, and then we waited until the summer of the next year. And then we filmed it, so it felt weird because we didn't talk about it for the longest time until we went to film it. And so stuff like that is just different to think about, I guess, because some stuff gets sat around a long time. And like Silent Night, for example, that one was written, Dawson wrote that in July and of 2017. And then we didn't do it until winter because... we did a lot of other films. 2017 was a crazy year. That's all I'm going to say because we did a lot of videos. And so that video took 3 years or about 6 months until we made it, and then it became the thing that it was. And so, well, it actually wasn't supposed to be Silent Night at first until, if you watch behind the scenes, until I mentioned, isn't this like Silent Night? And then you were like, it could be Silent Night. And so it became Silent Night because it initially wasn't going to be Silent Night. So, stuff like that.
I'm going to, just to kind of give y'all an idea of how many, like, we got one. Of course, one thing that we talked about was the Fry brothers. The Fries. That's a thing that we talked about. If you've seen the trailer.
Check that out. It's a cool video.
Check that out. And we got different ideas. We have different ideas for short films. I also, I told Trace about this idea that it would be easy to do because we don't have to make a script of it. We just have to go off the video. Is reenact like cartoon things.
Yeah.
Like I gave an example of like Batman Beyond, and I also gave the example of Batman, the Killing Joke of the last scene of Batman versus Joker. Because that stuff would be easy.
Yeah.
And
basically taking a scene like that and making it into a entire, film in itself,
making it real life kind of deal.
Mm-hmm.
And of course we're still, because I'm looking at it right here, is of course we're still gonna be continuing the South Jardé series.
Yeah, we have I think we have 3 or 4 series going on at the same time because we ended the Arrow series this year. You should check that out. It's pretty cool. That story is one of my favorites so far that we've done, and we're still continuing the Red Hood series. There's no telling when that we're gonna have a season 2 or anything for that because there's a lot to that. South Jardé will probably have a couple more, and then that'll be South Jardé's story, and then we might make up more series because they're fun to do if you do series of films and not as episodes, kind of just like movies in itself, including a series that we've talked about, the Deathstroke one. I know you're looking at it too.
Shut up, Siri.
Yeah, it went away. The Deathstroke series that we've been talking about because Dawson wrote a film about Deathstroke, and we've talked about wanting to do series on characters, specific characters. They don't have to be Batman or Iron Man or something. They can be real people or something like that, series is like that. And we've thought about doing more stuff like that because they're fun.
Yeah. Because if you said, I just thought about it right now, we do have in mind a big Batman film that we have in mind that we're going to be doing because a lot of people have asked me, we should do a Batman film. We're working on it.
Yeah.
And that's the same thing with the Spider-Man. We have a Spider-Man film that we were working on, and people were like, y'all should do Spider-Man. Why haven't y'all done Spider-Man? Why haven't y'all done Spider-Man? Where's Spider-Man at? Are y'all going to do a Spider-Man film? We're getting there.
Yeah.
We're getting there. I will say one thing, though, because I am looking at this right now. Oh, I haven't even started that script yet. Okay. Anyways, Star Wars videos. lots of people like those.
Yeah, this year's been a really good year for Star Wars. I think it really started off when we did the origin story of.
I think it's Horrors of the Past.
That's the Red Hood one. The Journey to the Past video about the origin of South Jardé, and that was the one that really started to kick off like the whole Star Wars thing. And then we did Aftermath and Path of the Jedi, and so people like them. So we're probably gonna do more films with them because it's Star Wars.
Aftermath did really good, and I know Path of the Jedi did really good too.
Yeah, Aftermath is the most viewed video of the year so far. I know
275 views.
Yeah, we didn't really know that it was gonna do that well. I sure didn't know. We thought it was gonna do all right because that's kind of how we go into every film because we never know. YouTube is kind of off and on when it comes to views and subscribers and everything.
Yeah.
But especially with Path of the Jedi, those two videos, I did not expect to blow up as quick as they did because I feel like part of it, the Aftermath blew up was because of TikTok because it got 1,000 views on there and then people saw it. But this one, I have no idea. It just kind of came out of nowhere. The Path of the Jedi one came out of nowhere.
215 views.
Yeah, it's catching up. But, Aftermath, surprisingly, what's funny is that when we were talking about what videos were like the most viewed videos, and the most viewed short film is Ninjak, which is hilarious how that's even the most viewed one, the one we filmed in the snow, and people kept complaining because Ninjak's bedroom looked like a mess. We're 16, 17 years old, we can't help that. But yeah, that's the most viewed one if you go and look on it now, and just to think like all the Versus videos, if you don't count all those, the film that has the most views that's not a Versus video and it's longer than 10 minutes is Aftermath, which is insane to think about that because we made that this year.
Yeah.
And it's wild also to think about that the Legend, the Beowulf video we did last year, got only 160 something views, and Aftermath just blew it out of the water.
Yeah.
When we thought last year that was the one and only film that was like above all because it just was like everyone
Beowulf.
Loved it. Yeah. And it was funny because when we did it, if I'm going to be completely honest, I didn't think it was going to look as good as it did because I thought it was going to be one of those like school projects where you just put it together and and here you go. But then it was one of the most epic things ever.
I also got the most anxiety I think I ever had was whenever I had to show that in front of the entire classroom.
That's going to be another episode.
That is another episode.
Yeah. We're going to talk about that and watch it. And so.
Yeah, while we're already on that topic, we'll talk about what we already have in mind of how this show is going to work and different episodes. Of course, the show is, as you can see, it's just us two.
We might get other people to join, so it won't be us maybe all the time, but we will try to get special guests on here and have some fun.
And it's just us two talking and having a good time talking about things and doing what we like because we've always had an idea of doing this and we've always wanted to do this, so now we get to actually do it.
Yeah.
And here we are.
Yeah.
So one thing I would like to say is, like Trace just said, we'll have guests on here. It's going to be a bunch of episodes of us talking about different things. Maybe talk about what's going on in the world, whatnot. Talk about...
you can even suggest what you want us to talk about in the comments.
We might do a thing of trying drinks. I don't know. Trying weird drinks.
Yeah, or we might do like we did 5 years ago and do the taste test thing that we did.
God.
Because that was fun. Then we might do that again. I don't know.
Yeah,
we might do, this just popped in my head, whether news happens or not trivia. Because we've always talked about wanting to do, like, if we know ourselves, basically. So, stuff like that.
Yeah. And of course me and Trace talked about this too, we'll do board games.
Yeah.
And stuff like, I know one day whenever we get like another person or two other people to have a guest, we'll play Monopoly.
Yeah.
That'll be fun.
Yeah.
Because for that one, we'll have a camera right there, and then we'll have a camera hovering above to where you can see what we're doing on the table and junk. From what I can see right now, I can't really see because there's a light blinding our eyes, but we got the Beowulf audio, which is another episode that we're going to do, because I took an audio clip of the reactions of the classroom, and we'll do that. Another episode we'll do is funny moments, like our funny moments, and you'll see clips of the funny moments and different stuff like that. Another episode will be top 10 movies, and then top worst movies.
Well, out of our films, yeah.
Yeah, sorry, not movies, but films.
Yeah.
You got our favorite movies would be another episode, like what's our favorite movie ever, like actual movies.
And explaining why.
Yeah. And then, of course, we're going to do a whole episode because of the fact that we got this as our new thing for season 1.
Yeah.
We'll talk all about Red Hood videos.
Some episodes that don't have guests on it can be like talking about a specific character, or like maybe even talking about, South Jarday. You never know. I mean, like people like that, or like, going in depth, like when you watch our films and you're like, oh, I want to know more about this person. Like, for example, if you watched Aftermath and you want to know more about TK-95, there you go. There could be a whole thing. There are a lot of original characters for Star Wars in an episode, so.
And
stuff like that.
We might even do like reaction videos. Those are always fun.
Mm-hmm.
And just different other stuff. And then, of course, others. Because this is a show now.
Yeah, we're figuring it all out.
Yeah, so.
That's pretty much how you're going to, people that are watching are going to have to take it, or listening, you're going to have to take it, because we're just figuring it out as we go along. As time goes on, promise you we'll probably be way better at this.
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah, it'll be like that. That's how it usually works.
So, another thing that we have discussed, and that me and Trace have always talked about, is different locations that we want to film. Because, of course, you see we film in the same places over and over again, because we don't really go anywhere, and we can't really go anywhere because of actors or whatnot.
Yeah.
And, of course, right now, you've seen we've got my house, Trace's house, and, of course, with my house and Trace's house becomes my woods, Trace's woods, so that's all in the same category. You got the park that we film at, you got the square that we filmed at. Filmed there a lot for different stuff, and we still plan on filming there.
We filmed at our high school.
Filmed at the high school.
And where we went to primary school.
Yep.
Too.
And,
we filmed at the coffee house.
Yep.
We've filmed all around, basically downtown where we live.
We filmed at,
Talona. We filmed at Talona.
And I know, one thing that we are going to do, because me and Trace have talked about it, that's going to be happening next year, because we're going to go to the beach.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll be filming at the beach for like that'll be vlogs and whatnot.
That'll be the first, I believe, if we do I know we're going to do a vlog thing for that, but if we do like a film.
Hey, you said
there,
do.
Yeah. Do like a film like there, it'll be the first film out of Georgia.
Mm-hmm.
Or just out of LJ period.
Yep.
That we've ever done, so.
You got the beach, and then Trace has talked about filming at the park in Atlanta.
Yeah, the Olympic Park in Atlanta, because I went there spring break of like 2 years ago, and my family and I went to the World of Coke because I actually wanted to go instead of the first time we went. And then we walked across the street after we got out, and the park was right there, and first thing I thought was, well, this is a great, we could film like some city stuff here, and so I don't know, I have pictures of it on my phone. I thought it was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was cloudy and everything, and
yeah.
it fit.
And of course there's all different kind of places. My neck hurts. But I know there's different other places, of course, we can film at if we ever find places to film at, like that trail, that lookout thing that you were talking about that your family went to a while back that you said would be a cool place to film.
What lookout?
I think it was a lookout.
Oh, the Black Balsam one? Yeah. That's on the Blue Ridge Park. The whole Blue Ridge Parkway in general has a lot of great places to film stuff, like view shots, and like the Black Balsam one I'm talking about. If you watch my vlogs, I went there for vacation, and we went there, and literally it's 360 views. Like if you turn, there's no trees or nothing. It's just the view, period. And so it would be super cool to like film something out there. I don't know what is something action or something, or like just like a talking thing up there, because it'd be super cool. But the wind does suck. So I mean, we are high up there, but the hike is all right. But yeah, it's that place would be a really cool place to go to.
Just different places like that would be like, hey, we could film here, and then boom, if we can, we can. If we can't, we can't.
Yeah, pretty much.
How that works.
Yeah, that's usually how it works. We've also filmed at Waffle House, which is funny. I want to mention that. And we filmed at U-Haul. We forgot to mention that. We filmed at U-Haul a couple times. I was trying to think of different places that we filmed at, because those are the two that popped to my mind that we filmed at, was those places.
At the movie theater. The old one.
Yeah, we filmed near in that parking lot. Mm-hmm. And we filmed in the Lowe's parking lot.
Yep. Never
do that again. Yeah, there's a whole... there's a whole story about that. We'll probably talk about that in another episode.
Yeah.
But, we're going to be figuring stuff out. It is what it is. Films happen, and some films don't happen. And that's life.
And of course, we'll still be doing like gaming videos and stuff like that.
Content.
Content.
Yeah. That started last year, pretty much. That's when it really started, to really happen, because last year, I think I've said it before in a video, last year was probably the worst year for us, because there was so much going on, and I get it. I mean, we were graduating high school, we were doing all these things, but once we got out of high school, our videos and stuff that we did, like, we just kind of went down, I guess. And so, yeah, it was just a year. It was a different year for us. Every year is always different than the others when it comes to videos in general. So, yeah. I think that about does it for us on this first episode, right?
Yeah, we've talked about all of our segments. We didn't have a lot because
this is the first one. Yeah, this is the first one.
I mean, there's going to be more of these. We're going to try to make this either like a weekly thing, like maybe either one episode a week or 2 episodes a week.
Who knows? Yeah.
But we definitely want to try to make this like a weekly thing where an episode comes out every week or whatnot. And
we will try our best, because we have stuff going in our lives too.
Yeah. So. We'll definitely try our best to do that, to where we do this a weekly thing, because this is now a show.
Yeah.
It's our show, so shut up. But that's another thing. My rage with Siri. If you watch any of our vlogs or like some of our episodes, me and Siri go at it. Just to make the video a little bit interesting. Here's a couple of things of me raging with Siri.
Left onto Lone Spur Road. Then turn left onto Lone
Shut up, Siri. But yeah, I think that about does it for this episode. Hope y'all liked it.
Yeah, this was the first episode of the Weather News Happens or Not show. Hopefully you liked it. If you're listening right now, we hope that you enjoyed.
All podcast listeners.
Yeah, and I hope that you continue to listen.
Yeah.
If you're watching this on YouTube, leave a like down below.
Go subscribe.
Go subscribe to Weather News Happens or Not. Comment what videos we should do next,
or what things you want us to watch us do,
and ideas or for episodes and stuff, because it'd be very appreciated. And subscribe to the Weather News Happens or Not channel. My name is Trey Sparks.
And I am Dawson Mullins.
And we will see you in the next Weather News Times or Not show. Bye-bye.
Goodbye.